genuine, authentic, caring.
Very positively, graciously persistent. Always got a positive attitude, always on the up.
I would say they're truly kind, very humble, and incredibly dedicated to Westfield.
Because we all recognize they really embody the spirit of volunteerism, I think they encourage us. I'm willing to take things on if Marilyn will too.
They inspire people through a certain magic that they have. You look at what they do and you think, oh my gosh, Westfield's a better place because of all they do. What should I be doing?
They have tireless energy for the community. They give from the heart. They're good, honest people. That people should aspire to do the things that they do for this community.
It's just inspiring to know that they've done it for a long time and they still have the energy to keep going.
If you walk around or drive around our village, you might see John and Marilyn out in front of Village Hall pulling weeds or planting tulip bulbs. Or you might see them hanging wreaths on the fence along the village park. They do things quietly without a lot of fanfare, but they make a big difference that way.
They've been a positive presence in our community for many, many years, whether it be through work, through the local Chamber of Commerce, through healthcare at the hospital, or at their church. They are willing to do what they can to help make Westfield a better place to work and play and get health care.
People that are involved in those organizations, whether they realize it or not, I think they're following in John and Marilyn's footsteps. They're doing things like John and Marilyn would, and again, for the betterment of the community.
I feel the amount of volunteerism that they've done over the years. They never say no when asked to do something.
I have friends in surrounding villages and they'll say to me, wow, Westfield's really hopping. Or, oh, Westfield is so beautiful at Christmas time. And I assure them that it takes many individuals to do that. But I know that central to the beautification of Westfield are John and Marilyn Hemmer.
They've made tons and tons and tons of contributions, but I think the biggest contributions they have made is making it apparent to people in Westfield that becoming a vital part of the community yourself and doing things that need to be done is vital if a community is going to grow.
We'll call them the spark plugs of the community, you know, that just is able to be that person that makes people feel that they can. And I think that's a really special asset that both of them have.
Their biggest philanthropy is their time and their energy, and it is a fundamental building block of the success against all odds this small community has had.
The events that they're involved with draw a tremendous number of people to the downtown. First Friday, Christmas in Westfield, and it draws a lot of people in from out of the community, so outside dollars are coming into the community. And that there's follow through on that because people come here, they spend money, they have a good time, and they come back.
Whether we're talking about Bemis Point or Westfield, Findlay Lake, all these small communities, the thing that really makes them all special and actually makes them survive is the people that are there that have a sense of community, and Marilyn and John are really a big part of that glue that makes the sense of community happen here in Westfield.
One thing we've done at Lakeshore Center of the Arts is we really started to look into the past and try to find things that were, and we find going back 100 years that there are always this certain group of people that did everything 100 years ago. And I think 100 years from now, when you go into it, it's going to be the Hemmers. They're the good ones. They're as good as they come, and if you say differently, you don't know them well enough. They are wonderful, caregiving, time-giving lovers of mankind, and it's all for real.
I hope that their legacy is that others step up and see it can be done. It's not as overwhelming as it might seem. And that it does make our little village a better place to live.
I think that John and Marilyn most certainly are deserving of this recognition. I can't think of anybody else in the community that's more deserving than they are. Again, they do it quietly, without flash and fanfare, and they certainly don't expect the recognition. They get the intrinsic reward from seeing the crowds on First Friday or the crowds in Easton Hall on Christmas for Westfield, and the success that the community's had with these events. That's where they get their reward.
Well, just on our behalf as longtime residents and business people and just members of the community, we just can't say thank you enough. And it's great that you guys are doing this.